Why are these
Babe.
lights on?
Babe.
Not in this car.
Stop
2 minutes.
Baby,
I'm
Gordy
leaving.
won't leave me alone.
Did you brush your teeth?
Gordy,
Which one
what
are
are
you
your
supposed to
shoes?
eat?
Mom, that's
on,
in the
guys.
toilet again.
Yeah,
Good
get
for
she's
you.
ready.
Farted.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh,
Gordy,
what's that
get
smell?
your
Clean
shoes.
your room.
Gordy, was that you? Babe.
Bye-bye.
It's Mom.
Mom.
Another snack.
Oh,
Where'd everybody go?
I love you guys so much. Babe, are you in the bathroom again?
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Herm's House. I am your host, Herm. How do you do? And this is my beautiful wife and co-host, Miss Christine.
Hi.
How do you do? How do you do,
I'm
ma'am?
okay. It's hot.
You're a liar. You are not okay. You have been.
I said okay.
Anyway,
I could be okay.
she's being less than okay, but she's telling you guys that she's okay because, you know, whenever you tell somebody, like, hey, how's it going? They're like, oh, it's great. And then you walk out and you're like, man, I hate you. Stupid. Yeah.
I just
That's
spilled
how
that all
that's
over me.
Right. But, so.
I was trying to be cool, drinking
Yeah.
my water slash. Yeah, it's water.
It's
I'm not
water.
gonna pretend it's anything else.
/ scotch.
It spilled on me, and I
She's-
was like, "Did it spill on my mic?" No,
She's
we're
got a
good.
scotch and water. Hold the scotch.
It's hot.
Mm-hmm.
Our
Yes.
AC has been broken for like 2 weeks,
Dos weeks.
so
Dos
you can
semanas
imagine
for my
how
Spanish speakers.
in this Arizona heat,
Yeah.
the hottest week of the year,
Correct.
record-breaking temperatures.
Like week after week.
But like specifically the weeks that we don't have AC, so
Mhm. And they came to fix it, and then it didn't get fixed.
Ugh. That's why
They're
I was
like,
like,
"It's fixed."
make sure they check it, make
They-
sure they look at it.
They check it, turned on and everything. I was
Mm,
like, all right,
I don't believe you.
sure. Anyways,
Oh, it's so hot.
on top of that, we had another messed up episode.
Yes, it's
That I think the system just decided, nah, we're good, we ain't doing it. We didn't even get halfway through, and I guess my microphone cut out, so everything that she was saying was perfectly audible, but everything that I was saying sounded like I was talking from my desk over to her microphone, which, mind you, is only not even 10 feet, but it sounded like I was 10 feet away. So it
yeah.
was,
Now I'm paranoid every time we record. Like when they say like something good's going for you, like our episodes, everything's
Yeah.
going good.
it was great.
We're like we're getting back into it, and then disaster hits
Yeah,
on the
disaster.
switchboard.
Every time. But I wanted to do a quick recap as to the few topics that we did have.
Yes, it was like a really good
It was a
episode.
good episode.
Like, which is even more frustrating
They
because we're cool.
never
But we
mess up
sound
the best
funny.
of ones.
Like we actually, like you actually had some good jokes,
I-
and like I actually laughed at things that you said.
I feel like, I mean, whatever. Anyway, you know what?
What's that?
I'm not
What's
taking your
that?
bait. I'm not
What's
taking
that?
your bait. It's not what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do that today.
What bait?
Anyway, yeah, the master one. So I wanted to go over the 3 topics that we had on last week's episode. Would have been last week's episode was what we started on was, as everybody knows now, was the death of Hulk Hogan. And again, I
Mhm.
wanted to specify that it was a big deal for me.
You were even wearing your
Because
wrestling shirt.
I was wearing my wrestling shirt. It was my wrestling shirt. And yeah.
Did I say wrestling?
I said wrestling.
Oh, okay.
It's wrestling. And yeah, I was just talking about how me and my brothers, like, it was a text exchange of like, holy crap, that I didn't realize that it would be a emotional thing for us, the fact that he died. Now I want to clarify for everybody out there that's like, oh, he was I don't care about the person. I couldn't care less. It was the character of Hulk Hogan, the character that we were like, oh wow, that character himself is gone. The person, once again, I know he had a bunch of, not so favorable actions in his career and life. And again, I couldn't care less about the person, but the character himself is what we grew up watching as kids. And, he was the good guy. And I remember when he turned to be a bad guy, and me and my brothers were like, no, he's a bad guy now. But we were kind of like, is it cool to be a bad guy? So and we started cheering for the bad guy. And
And you turned into a bad guy.
Then it turned into a bad guy. So, but that was one of the things that we were discussing on last week's episode. And then we moved on.
You're not gonna let me like chime in on the topics I had, like, or the things I had to say?
You wanted to do your fake theory?
No, well, not there. I hadn't got there yet.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
But it just feels like you're taking over this episode.
Well, let's just do a
Just
quick
like,
recap.
let me just sit here.
Less
let you
time
talk.
on Herm's house.
No, you see, the people come because they want to hear me.
No, well, no, they want to see you. They
No.
want to hear me.
Well, not if they're listening.
I have a face for radio.
Not if they're listening on the podcast. They
You have a
love
face for
my
the camera.
opinion. I've seen our comments. They love my opinion.
That's my mom.
I know. She loves my opinion.
It's the only one that comments on that.
And she loves what I have to say. Okay?
That's fair. Yep.
No, I
like
just
she could've
wanted
just
to
texted you
chime
that.
in before you like quickly move on to the
All
next, or
right,
even give
come
me a
on.
chance, because this is not a one-man show. It's Herm's house, but I am also a Herm.
I would like to reiterate, our air
Just
conditioning is broken and she's hot. And... Go ahead, babe.
Anyways, I digress. What I wanted to say is we were talking about. Oh, thank you for getting a straw.
Yeah.
I love it when you get a straw. Every time you come, it's because he just drank from his cup, and he
Mhm.
has those big Yeti cups. And every time you've seen it, you've been
not
on.
a Yeti.
If you've been
Got it
watching
from
these
Costco.
episodes, he'll drink it, and the ice is just like. I'm like,
You're the
I'm
only
trying
one
to
that-
talk. You're interrupting me with your stupid ice
You're the only
and
one
your
that
cup,
cares.
and then no, I'm just letting you know. Thank you for bringing a straw.
Yes, you're welcome. I did it for you.
Back. What I wanted to say, you were talking about like separating the person
From
from
the
the
art.
character,
Mhm.
right? Because there's a lot of people that come into this like celebrity, eye of the, everybody, and then they get into these characters, and you want them so badly to be the character they portray,
Right.
and then they're not when you like see the person that they are. So then you're stuck, and everybody's torn between liking the character that they portrayed and the person that they are. So like, is it okay to like the character but then also not like the person? Because I guess, and look, we were talking about it last episode, is which everybody, like I say last episode, the one that we messed up and nobody got to hear, so don't feel like you missed anything, because
Right,
I'm going to
'cause-
reiterate it now.
Because you didn't.
The fact that you are really a fan of the writers and the directors and the producers, because those are the people that are creating the
Correct.
character, right? So those people, and like we were saying on SNL, there's like a
Mhm.
whole like funny like skit about how nobody cares about the writers.
Yeah.
And it's true, because everybody just focus on the characters, which they think that the celebrities are. On SNL, let's be fair, some of them, the characters
Are the writers.
are the writers, so
Correct.
we'll give them that credit. But in the movies, the TV shows, all of the things you're watching that create these characters are actually the writers and producers.
Right.
And so when we say we love the characters, you're really saying you love the writers,
On that
the
note,
producers,
when it
directors.
comes to wrestling, it is most of the time there's like storylines, but the characters themselves like rehearse. Like,
Oh,
this is
wait,
what
wait,
we're
wait!
gonna
You're
do.
saying it's not real?
No, God no. Wait, what were we talking about? Greco-Roman?
I'm just saying. I don't know. I just
Okay.
know there's like a lot of controversy around like that type of wrestling. Like, what is it? WWE and all the WWF,
WWE now,
WWX,
and WC
WWL. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't watch wrestling.
WCW?
I
World
just know
Championship Wrestling?
the only reason I knew about
Sting?
wrestling back in the day, when like in elementary school, was
Yeah.
like Valentine's Day, and like my
Somebody bought
crush like got he's got those, they had the wrestling
Yeah,
Valentine's,
cards.
yeah, and I was like, oh my gosh, I got the big one. That means they like me.
Yeah, it has to. And little did you know, everybody got the big
Yeah,
one.
little did you know it was their mom just finding the names and
Yep.
writing them on there.
Just look, here you go.
You know, I did though.
To Kristin.
Yeah, I did, and I put effort into those Valentine's Day cards. I was like, ooh, this one, let me read it. Let me see. Oh, this one is going to my best friend. Ew, that's one of the characters I don't like. Let's send that to that really annoying person I don't like. I did.
Who's that kid in the back corner?
And then
You
I
were a mean girl.
realized, right? Because so then I'm thinking, if I'm putting this much effort into my
Everybody is.
Valentine's, right? Everybody's doing it. They got to. And let's be fair, like now that I'm a mom of boys, I write all of their Valentines. Like, no,
All of
if
their
you're a little
Valentines.
girl out there who
You ain't written a
got a
Valentine.
card from one of my boys, it was from me. I did it, right? I picked him out. I don't know who you are, and if you got one, doesn't mean they like you. It's just for me. And I was like, I just need to get these. It's February 13th, and I forgot that it was Valentine's Day. Let me just write them out quickly.
We bought the last stack of cards that were at Fry's
Whatever
because
was left on the shelf.
every other responsible
'Cause
parent
they're already
bought 'em
selling 4th of
4
July.
weeks ago.
They're already selling 4th of July stuff.
Yeah, in February.
In
Yep.
February.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, so yeah, hindsight in that, thinking back to all the Valentines I received, I thought meant something.
I should just fill out all of Gordy's Valentine's Day cards. That way it'll look like he wrote them.
Yeah, if you do them, yeah.
We have the
I
same
had
handwriting.
I had a boyfriend in high school. Well,
You had a boyfriend?
I did. Sorry, middle school to high school, right?
Disgusting.
And
You think
I
you
would
know a
see
guy.
like his mom would like because she would drive us places, right? It was a super funny thing because when we first started dating, we were like in 7th grade, and his mom would drive us around to like the movies and places, so we'd sit in the back seat all quiet and whatnot. And then as like the next years go on, and it's one of those little kitty relationships, but like his mom would
And
be
they
like,
called it puppy love.
yeah, and his mom would be like, "Did you like the bear that I David got you?" His name was David too back in the day. But it was funny because she would be like, it was her. She was more excited about the gifts because she got them for me,
Yeah.
not him. So I feel that now as a mom of boys, we put more of that effort into it. Other than, I mean, the only one that actually puts in all those efforts is Cristiano. So he's
Yeah.
like all about getting like the presents and making them special, and he gets that from me, and it's cute. So you're welcome, future girlfriends of Cristiano.
And potential wife.
Mm.
Eventually.
Yeah, not until he's like 30.
I was going to say 15 more years. That'll work. That'll work.
Time flies so fast. Anyway, so with that, I digress. We went from. See, you just gotta let me get things off my chest.
I
feel
know.
much
I'm
better.
I'm just sitting back here just watching the show. I'm here like every other YouTuber or Instagram person that's watching. I'm just like, look at her go.
But anyways,
We
Hulk
also
Hogan,
were
R.I.P.
talking about your completely unsubstantiated theory of celebrities. Oh my gosh, they always die in threes.
They die in threes.
Yeah,
we
and
looked
then
it up. I did a whole research on
we
the
looked it up.
podcast. There was threes because this time around it was Hulk Hogan, Ozzy Osbourne,
And
Malcolm
Jamal Warner. Yeah.
Yes,
I knew you were gonna forget Theo.
I did. I forgot because he has 2 last names. I was like Malcolm Jamal, Warner. Yes,
He's got 2 first names.
he's got 2. I mean,
Ricky Bobby.
3. Oh, well,
First names.
Warner is a last name.
It is.
Warner makes me think of Legally Blonde because that was the name of her boyfriend. What, like, it's hard?
Getting into Harvard.
Yeah. But yeah, they die in threes. That's
Yeah.
my theory. It's funny because it also comes down from my dad, who's my dad. The second, it was Hulk Hogan died,
Yeah.
and then Ozzy, who was it?
No, it was
Ozzy?
Malcolm died first, and then
Ozzy.
Ozzy.
Right?
And
So then my dad, after Ozzy, was like, "That's 2," and I laugh because I'm the same way when
But these were legitimate names that passed away. When you did your little, the research.
No. We did. There were some ones
Bruh,
that were
you
like
had people that were
legit.
like starred on Broadway.
No. I mean, yes, but to some people, I mean, they're still celebrities. Celebrities die
No,
in threes. It just
it's
happens.
not.
And I wish I had the article again.
Yeah, that's too late now.
Celebrities who died
in threes. Yeah,
threes.
and the
But-
people that she named.
But it's
Nobody knew.
like it is the theory, right? So that was the 3 this time. And like
What's
I
your
said,
theory?
that is my theory.
And it even says
Kelly
yeah.
Preston, Naya Rivera, Regis Philbin, 3s. Those are 3s.
Yep, don't know who that is. Kelly Preston.
You don't know who it is. This was the big one too. Prince, China, and Doris Roberts.
See, Doris Roberts, I didn't know who it was until I saw the picture of Doris Roberts.
But that's because you don't know who she's big. She was on Everybody Loves Raymond.
That's what I was saying. Once when you told me she was the mom of Everybody Loves Raymond, I was like, okay, see, that's a celebrity.
Yeah, I know. If I did this last time, I'm like scrolling through them.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
really
go.
know them.
Yeah,
I don't
because
really
you
know
had
them.
nope,
Michael Jackson,
nope.
Farrah Fawcett, and Ed McMahon. That was a big
And that was when we discussed that Michael Jackson and Farrah Fawcett, because Farrah Fawcett died that morning and Michael Jackson died later that evening or later that day. And the fact that Farrah Fawcett got 14 seconds of like, oh my God, Farrah Fawcett, Michael Jackson died? And everybody forgot Farrah Fawcett was gone. And that was, I mean, in my opinion,
Alan Thicke,
huge.
George Michael, Carrie Fisher. That one's
See,
big one.
that's another one. But
Alan Thicke, I was like, he was heart attack. So that was a surprise.
That was
Carrie Fisher. Her mom had just passed away.
Didn't
no, I'm sorry. She passed away first. Then her mom passed away.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Alan Thicke, didn't he pass away as like his son's hockey game or practice or something?
Yeah, he collapsed while playing hockey with his son.
Yeah.
And then died in the hospital several hours later. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Like traumatizing.
A little bit.
Anyways, they die in threes.
Yeah.
And
fun story.
Went
You
way
named like 4 sets.
Well, there's a bunch. I'm just
but
we said we're not going to take a lot of
hundreds
time
of
with going over what we talked about.
Because you don't like
last
me
time.
debunking your theory.
No,
Anyways.
they die in threes. Okay.
Yeah.
It happens. Carry on. Next topic. I'm
What?
Next topic.
I'm done with you. Anywho, the next topic we were talking about. Well, now school is in full swing for all our children except for the.
I'm verklempt. That's what it was.
I'm verklempt. Talk amongst yourself.
Talk amongst yourself.
Yeah. And Gordy.
It's hot.
Gordy was the first week already recognized, and it's hilarious because they call him Gordy at school, so he goes by
Mhm.
Gordy H, Gordy Hermosi, obviously, and he
Got caught.
got caught. That's the way he explained it to me, though. He was like, I asked him how was school today, and this was day 3, and he was like, "Oh, it was good, but I got caught." And I was like, "You got caught? You got caught doing what? Like, what do you mean?" And he was like, "I got caught being sidewinder strung." Okay, that sounds like a good thing. What were you doing? He's like, he was picking up trash on the playground, and one of his teachers saw him. It was unprompted, and he was just being a good kid and picked up the trash and threw it in the trash can. And he got a little, and it was a little card I posted
Yeah,
it
it
on,
was like a little
the
award
socials.
thing.
But yeah, it was adorable. And again, I walk in the other day to sign him out for a doctor's appointment, and of course I have to put his real name because of the because of the records and whatnot to sign him out, and I have to show my ID. And then the lady calls, and I was like, "Oh, they call him Gordy." And she was calling to the class, and she's like, "Oh, I love Gordy. Oh, he is the best."
You could tell me this from the front office.
Yeah, that was the front office.
Everybody knows him.
Yeah, everybody knows him. And
Like,
I told her,
everybody knows him.
and I said, "Yeah, he's great, except he's a jerk to me." But
Yeah,
because
he's the one. You're the one that like, oh, but no, it's funny because you go in there and they're like, Gordy. He's like, hey, Ethan.
Yeah.
What do you like? It reminds me of it's Superstar. I don't know if you've seen it.
yeah,
Uh, Will
Will
Ferrell.
Ferrell.
Yeah, he plays
So,
the.
hey,
He's all,
the
hey
athlete.
Ethan, hey you, what's going on, man? How you doing? When we were walking home that one day, the kid was like across the street
Yeah.
up the way. He's like, hey, you live down our street? What's going on, man? It was
Yeah.
just funny.
And then kept yelling at him because they were walking in front of us by 100 yards.
Yeah.
And he's just like, "Oh, you're going walking down the same direction." The little girl that she was driving and rolls down the window to deliberately be like, "That's Gordy," and she's like, "Bye, Gordy."
Yeah.
He turns around, he's like, "Bye." Who's that? It's Evelyn. It's like, whatever. Okay, you're a turd. But I told her when I went to sign him out, I was like, I guarantee he's going to greet me. His greeting for me is, "Where's mom?" He walks in. I'm like, "Sup, Gordy?" He's all, "Hi. Where's mom?" At least I got a hi this time. That was a plus. Yeah, but that's his thing. And then we were also wanting to discuss the Band-Aid.
Oh yeah. So Gordy, he's doing football. We're back in the swing of things of football. I don't know if we talked about it last episode. The one you guys actually listened to.
Heard, yeah.
But every day of July we were at practice.
Every weekday.
Okay, yeah, every weekday.
Yeah, every weekday.
It feels like every day.
It did.
But either way, at practice, so one of the recent practices, one of the kids, it's hot again. It's hot here.
It's 150 million degrees.
And so one of the kids took his shirt off to practice, and once one kid takes his shirt off, they all want to take their shirts off.
Correct.
And normally, last year, Gordy was not for it. Gordy's like, I'm keeping my clothes on. Thank you very much. But this year, he's like, I want to take my shirt off. And he was so cute. He's got like his little panza, his little belly.
He's got his dad's little panza. What are you
Yeah,
gonna do?
and it's so cute. And so they're running, right? And Gordy, if you know him, is like, it's hit or miss whether he's trying that day. Like he's going to be running really fast and doing really well.
Either
or
the fastest kid or the slowest kid.
yeah, like it's just like, I'm good, whatevs. But he was running and his feet were moving faster than his body,
Yeah,
and
outran
he
himself.
fell and it slammed right on his belly. And if he was wearing his shirt, we'd all have been fine. But he's not wearing his shirt.
Well,
and
unfortunately, the fields that we practice in have a lot of dirt spots.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have a lot of rain, if you could imagine, out in this desert. So
Right,
there's
right.
a lot of areas that are kind of rough when you fall on them.
yeah, so he slid right onto the dirt. He's got
Right
a
on
big
his
old
little
scrape on his
panza.
belly. Like, oof. Like, yeah, that hurts.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Mhm.
And we're like, tough it out. No.
You're fine, get up. You're
No,
fine, get
I was
up.
like, it's okay, you're fine. Just breathe it out. We're not crying. If you cry, it makes it worse. But it's okay to feel. It's gonna hurt. Yes, we know, but keep going. You're almost done. And he finished, and he was good. Like,
yeah, for the record, I made him keep running. That was not a... Yeah, he kept running.
no, he kept running. Like, it was a little bit of a cry, and then he got back up and kept going. And so later that day, like, he got into the shower, and of course, when you scrape or
Oh,
you
the
have a
water.
scrape, it
And it was warm
burns. Oh, and I felt bad. And I was like, well, it's okay. Just get to your bath or your shower. We'll put a Band-Aid on it. And so I put this like huge, like square Band-Aid on his belly over the scrape, which was good. It like made him feel better. The shirt's not rubbing on it. He was good. Well, he continued to wear it for the next day.
like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, and so at this point, it's starting to lift a little bit. So when he was taking a shower, the water's obviously getting in the Band-Aid, so it's
Just
getting all...
creating a pocket.
Yeah, creating a pocket of water. So it's like, okay, Gordy, it's time to take off your Band-Aid. And so he's trying to take it off, and I'm like, I'm struggling, right? As little humans, they're still learning how
Yeah.
to do the real regular life things that as an adult we know already,
Right.
but we forget that they're little humans and they don't know and they're still
It
learning.
doesn't process the same way.
And so then I'm like, okay, because we were talking, Mariano in one of his classes, they had to explain like to someone how to open a bag of M&Ms.
Yep.
Like step by step on how to open a bag of M&Ms, right? It's that
You say
process.
M&M's right weird.
Huh?
You say M&M's weird.
M&Ms.
M&M's.
M&Ms. How do you
Yeah.
say them?
M&M's.
M&Ms.
No, well, now you're saying it right. Anyways, go ahead.
M&Ms. You always do this to me. Throws me off. Anyways, which I'm guessing for the teacher is like you have to figure out your process. This is in science, right? So it makes
Right.
sense. You have to fit your process. You have to be very thorough in your process.
Thorough.
And so Mariano's like, okay, open the bag.
Mhm.
And they're like, what do you mean open the bag? So the teacher's doing the steps they actually taught them or
They
like
had to-
are
they
saying,
had to
and it's
read
like
it.
way off, right?
Yeah.
So this is coming back to a sense of when you're teaching a 6-year-old, because he just turned 6, how to do life, you
Yeah.
have to break it down. And so I'm teaching Gordy or telling him how to take this Band-Aid off, and he's struggling. I'm like, oh, okay, Gordy, take it off in the corner. So Gordy walks over to the corner of the
Corner
shower,
of the shower. We have a
and
stand-up
continues
shower.
to try to take off the Band-Aid.
Walks to the corner of the shower.
And I was like, Gordy, no, not the corner of the shower. The
He
corner,
did what you said.
the corner of the Band-Aid.
Yeah.
And he giggles because he realizes.
He's all, ha,
Yeah.
dang
He
it.
realized he went to the corner instead of the corner of the Band-Aid, which is also cute.
Yeah.
Him realization of like, oh, I did that wrong.
Yep.
I'm being silly.
My bad.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah. But then, we finally got the Band-Aid off.
Yeah,
But he still had some of that sticky residue on his body for, I don't know, a solid extra week because he wouldn't let me go in there and like scrub him. He's like, oh, it hurts. Stop. I'm like,
Yeah.
It's just he's such a baby.
Yeah. Yeah. You're a
Can't
baby
do
too.
it. No.
Yeah, you are.
You got it. Don't spill on yourself.
I'm being like extra careful now when I'm drinking it because I think it's the lip of this cup that is just like not. It's
It's
like,
a little like round, like
it's like rounded, but like the way that it's coming off the
what do you
cup
call
too.
it? Like
I think because it's the design.
blowed
right?
out. I don't know.
Because Princess Jasmine, if you can't see, if you're watching, you can see that's Princess Jasmine. Like the handle of the cup is like her hair, and like the actual mug is like her jewels and her outfit, and there's a magic lamp on the back. But yeah, so I think it's just the design, and then so like when I'm drinking it, it's like the lip. It kind of like sticks out.
Is that how it does it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or sticks out.
Gotcha. Understood. Well, anyways, so on to what we were going to discuss for this week.
What?
Again,
What were
well,
we discussing? I forgot. It's hot.
it is hot. We have been without an air conditioner for 2 weeks. Solid 2 weeks. They came a couple days ago. They said it was fixed.
I thought we said this already.
It started, right. But now, and it's one of those things, it's like, thank goodness we have a new build. It's a new build house. We're the first owners, if you will. Not owners. 'cause
Well,
we
then
still
you
owe the
think
bank
it's like,
$4
why
million,
is
but
the AC?
it's a year and a
breaking
half
already?
old.
But
And
I saw in our little neighborhood chat is
Yeah.
the best chat.
It
Having
is.
a neighborhood
It's
chat.
also the worst.
It's the best and the worst, but
Yeah.
one of the best is like, anybody else having issues with their AC? I'm like, yes, we are. And like complaining about the AC company and like we need to get it fixed. And yeah, they suck at coming out here and getting it fixed.
Yeah. But I was thinking, like, first world problems. Because the upstairs air conditioner still works. And, I mean, if we really want to, we could just go sit upstairs and
Okay.
sit.
Okay, fine.
happily.
So I'll stop complaining. You want me to stop complaining?
Well, I
Is that
grew
what
up,
you're telling me? You're telling me like, shut up. It's not that bad.
I don't recall,
It's hot.
except for the apartments that we lived in, which we lived in a few apartments, I don't recall having centralized heating and air in my house.
Did you have those little air units?
We had air units, like window units.
Oh, window units. I put my hand here because the window's
Yeah,
right
yeah,
here.
window.
So he knows what I'm talking about when I
Yeah,
say air
yeah, I knew what
units
you meant.
because the window's here. Window air units.
We had the window unit, but we also had like a swamp cooler. And the
Mhm.
swamp cooler, those are not great. you have to go outside, and we would get the water hose, and we'd have to wet the pads on the sides of the air conditioner, so that way whenever the wind blew, which was not guaranteed obviously to blow, then it would cool because it was coming in through those cold pads, and then it would run through that little air conditioner motor thing, but it wasn't an actual air conditioner because it didn't have like any Freon or anything in it. And it was like, we all had to sleep with like our doors open because it just went through one window, and I slept on the complete opposite side of the house. So my door was a curtain, but it was just like, gotta get a fan. We had like a box fan, me and my brother. You got a big old box fan that, of course, you guys go, Luke, I am your father.
If you are a millennial and you haven't done that,
yeah, talking into
you
the
have
fan.
been, yeah, you've
Right.
been,
You've been?
I can't think of the word right now. Sheltered.
Oh, I was gonna say deprived, but yeah, that works.
Deprived,
Also.
that works
Sure.
too.
Sheltered. I don't think
Yeah.
that one. I think that one works.
My
Sheltered
brain
from a
isn't
fan.
functioning. It's all like in my head. It's hot.
It's too hot
It's
here.
so
Which is
hot.
funny because I'm the one that
It's
hates to be hot.
hot.
I'm the one that's always complaining. But again,
But when you've been living in this for like 2 weeks plus,
I worked outside for many, many years, and we ain't have no air conditioning out there. So it was tough. When it's supposed to be hot, I don't mind it because it's supposed to be hot. Like, we don't have an air conditioner. It's supposed to be hot. When it's not supposed to be hot, if the air conditioner was working and it's hot, that's where I'm like, what world are we living in? Can you please turn it back on? That's where it gets super frustrating. But right now, I'm really not that bad. Besides waking up in a puddle of my own sweat, it's the sheets sticking to my back and just peeling whenever I get in because it's all sweaty and it's gross. But
yeah,
other than that, you just go stand in front of the fan for a little bit.
that's been my life the last 2 weeks. I just
It
turn the
has.
fan on and sit right in front of it.
Supposedly they're coming out tonight from 3 to 7, and they're gonna.
I guess I got to miss
Fix it again.
practice
Take,
because I got to be here.
Oh,
I'm gonna
man.
make sure they make it work. I'll be like,
Yeah.
no, you're gonna sit here for 2 hours.
We're
We're gonna make sure this thing stays on.
You want a Coke? Here
What
you
is
go.
what?
Sit down.
Yeah, what is your phone number? Because I'm gonna call you.
Yeah.
Directly.
I did call him directly.
The guy that came.
Yes.
And what did he say?
He's like, sorry, man, you got to put in a work order with the company.
It's because you're a guy. You know what? Let me stay here. Let me be cute. And then I'll be like, can I get your
Excuse me,
number?
I was wearing a cutoff.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
know how much cuter than that you want me
Yeah,
to get.
no, I'm going to be like the little desperate housewife. It's like,
Oh.
oh my God, thank you so much. I've been so hot. It's so hot in here. Oh my gosh.
And then she's just in a sports bra. And booty
You know what? No, I'm not
shorts.
going to do that because they're going to want to come back and be like, is it still hot in
Yeah.
here?
So hot.
Yeah, they're not going to fix it. Never
They're
mind.
not going to fix it.
Never mind.
And you ruined it anyway.
And yeah, I mess it up. They're never going to fix it now.
Yeah, thanks. Quick Gordy update. We've been walking to school, which is, if it's not
Hot.
raining, it is warm. It's hot.
Theme of this episode, hot.
This just hot. So for me, if it's supposed to be hot, I'm fine. It's fine. It's supposed to be hot. Outside, we live in the desert. You moved us to the desert. It's hot.
Yeah, but we don't have to walk to school when it's hot.
Yeah, we do.
Record temperatures. We can.
It's fine.
No, but we can drive.
We can. Then
It's
you deal with
hot.
all the traffic. Nobody knows how to drive over there.
It's okay.
They're
Drive
all-
slow. We're not in a rush. We're not.
Right.
It's if we were in a rush.
We're not in a rush.
we
Let's
don't
walk.
No.
Get
it's
some
hot.
exercise.
You don't get AC when you walk.
Nope.
You don't get AC at home.
You get nature. You get the dead mouse. Yeah, we saw a dead mouse on the way back from school today.
I'm like, free meal. Who's,
I
who's
know.
just
That's
gonna
what I
leave
was
this
all
laying
these
on the side of the
snakes
road?
and coyotes and all that stuff that are out there. It's like right on the side of the trail, and you
know,
could tell.
But did
something
we
had
see
got
it
him.
on the way up?
I don't recall.
I don't recall.
But I was pushing Gordy on his. So I was going to get to. I was pushing Gordy on his bike. He's been got the mic. Got him a bike. He likes Mike and Ike's. That's all I can think of.
You ride
Anyway.
Mike with Mike,
Mike and Ike
but Mike,
is a candy.
but still Mike.
You know Mike and Ike's.
Like, bike, psych. There's so many other words you could have
Psych.
rhymed it with.
Anywho, so yeah, got the Mike and Mima, got him a bike, and he got it last birthday when he was turning 5.
Mm-hmm.
And from there because he got him like a 7-year-old's bike, and he rode it, I don't know, probably
He
once,
just couldn't reach.
and then he fell, and then when he fell that first time, he was like, "Yeah, I'm done." He didn't want to ride it again, But recently took more interest because he's seen other kids riding their bikes. So past couple days we've been letting him ride his bike, and he parks his bike at the school and takes his helmet off and hangs it on his handlebars, and it's adorable. But he does his training wheels, so he doesn't know how to ride his bike properly. That was me. Excuse me. So it came out of nowhere. So he
It was a burp. If you're not watching, it was a burp.
I figured it was heard, but he's riding his bike, and I swear this boy, like we were talking about, it's either max effort or no effort. And we're pushing him. I'm like, pedal fast. He's like, I am pedaling fast, and that's his new thing that he's going to end up getting an elbow to the back of the head for. I am. I'm like,
But if
So-
he is,
but he isn't.
but what if he is and the bike's not moving? He's like, I'm trying.
No,
And
I'm
it's not
trying is a
working.
different story. I'm trying
Okay,
to do
so then
it.
you need to tell him to say, well, that's his. He doesn't know to say, I'm trying. He's saying,
No, because
I am.
sometimes he says I'm trying.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Your fights with the 6-year-old.
Right. I'm trying to push, like, I'm trying to make him struggle to learn the struggle of, like, you got to ride the bike, and the pedal's gonna hit you in the back of the ankle, and it's gonna friggin' hurt.
Yeah, that happened
Yep.
to me yesterday when I was pushing it,
Yeah, and you just gotta pay attention,
which doesn't help when I'm irritable because it's hot.
and then you hit your ankle, right on the bone, probably.
Oh, right on the bone.
Yeah, it's in the bone.
It's hot. And today I was like, no, because to be fair, I told him, we were talking about the bike. He just like, what days don't I have football? And I'm like, Monday and Thursday. He goes, okay, Monday and Thursday will be bike days. I'm like, okay, great. Sounds good to me. And then this morning he's like, I want to ride my bike. I'm like, it's not Thursday, so we're walking. Because I was also irritable this morning because it's hot. And I'm like, we're just going to walk, buddy. Like, and you're like, just let him ride the bike. I'm like, okay.
I mouthed it. I didn't say it, like, because I
Right.
hate
Yeah,
when-
yeah. No,
Yep,
you
I
mouthed it to be fair. You didn't say it out loud.
Right, because you
So-
could have very easily said, no, I don't want him to. I said, all right. But I was wanting to let him because I want,
Yes.
Ways
But
to
then I'm dealing with
exercise.
you fighting with him and
Yep.
the bike, and I'm like irritable already. And I'm like, this is why we shouldn't have brought the bike.
but we did.
But you did.
And he did fine for the most part.
Right.
It's just at his effort level.
Right. And I knew you were going to be arguing with him and he was going to be arguing with you. And I'm like,
It's
we could have
fine.
just walked.
I also knew, but I'm going to make him, he's going to, it's enough like of the being a baby mentality. It's like, no, you have to.
No. And I'm impatient and it's hot.
Right. And
Let's
it's,
teach him in the AC somewhere else.
and that's a big thing.
When it cools down.
I hear, but it's a big thing because he's still one of the smallest kids on his team, even though he's no longer one of the youngest. He is still one of the smallest, and it shows when he tries to go up against another kid who is his age and a little bit bigger, but significantly stronger. And he'll get shoved, and he lands on his butt, and the first thing he does is he cries. And it's like, okay, well, you have to.
Lately, though, he hasn't.
No.
Lately, he's been getting back up.
So it's the him getting shoved down and being real timid against going up against another kid, and we've already discussed this, where he lacks, and it's no fault of his own, is all the siblings are significantly older than him.
Mhm.
So it's really hard to horseplay with him. Like me and my two brothers, we were very close in age. Roughly, my brother older was 3 years older, and younger was a year and 10 months younger.
Mhm.
So we were all similar sizes. We were all similar ages, and we beat the crap out of each other all the time. So as far as like strength went, we weren't lacking. Gordy is carried by everybody, and he's fed, and I can't do it. Or it's okay, I'll do it. And all of his brothers and his sister are very, very quick to just be like, okay, here you go. And I tried to make him be the one that struggles and actually has to fight and work for stuff. And he's real quick to say, I can't. I don't want to. I can't. But today, he was doing it, and he was, I can't. And I was like, well, you're going to do it. You're either going to do it or you're going to stand still. Like, I'm not going to help you. And I would push him a little bit on his bike until he got a little bit of momentum, and then do it again. And finally got on because the trail that we ride is not
Bike
bike friendly,
No, not at all.
especially for one with training wheels.
Which I hope that they eventually pave it because that would be great.
You would imagine, but I mean, it's fine for what we do.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, his effort in doing things is just kills me how it doesn't have that fighter's mentality of like, no one's going to beat me. He's more like, we're all having fun.
Let's be fair. Like, you aren't like competitive like that either when it comes to like games and things like that. You're like,
At that
not-
age, I was very, at that age, it was like, I'm the best one on the field. no one's going to beat me, especially against my brothers. I was like, you guys suck. I'm the best. And we were playing, we lived
Right,
in
but
apartment
see,
complexes.
Gordy isn't around you
No,
during that time. He's around you now when
Right.
it's very nonchalant.
Correct.
So he's learning so
Super
maybe you need to like be more
competitive.
competitive
I know, but it's
just
just
so he can show that.
just like I have to force myself to be like a loving dad. I guess I have to force myself to be competitive, and I'm gonna have to compete with a 6-year-old. All
Not
right.
6-year-old.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm not saying be competitive with a 6-year-old.
I'm gonna have to. 'Cause that's the only way.
He
Who
has
else
to
am I gonna be with?
witness
You?
being competitive in life.
No, in life. You say
Mhm.
I'm just a.
You're
I
nonchalant.
done fallen off.
You know, you're just nonchalant. You're like,
Oh.
whatever happens, happens.
It
It's
is.
good. I don't have to win. I don't have to lose. We're good. And that's what he's seeing. He's seeing the nonchalant,
Yeah.
which is not a bad thing. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying if you want him to be more like a certain way, you have to be more like that certain way all the time so he can see it.
I think that's something that you're just born with. Honestly, I think that's something that it comes to you naturally because there are those that very much like my little brother, for instance. He was never really one of those that I'm going to beat you in everything. He was competitive when it came to like his violin. He wanted to practice and get there and make sure that he was the best violinist of all the
So that
violinists.
sounds like he's competitive,
right,
just
but
not in sports.
just not in anything else
So
at all.
maybe we just got to find what he wants to be competitive in.
Yeah, and then make him play football anyway. So that's the plan. Physical activity and all the things that football can provide for you and as a person. But I think that there are some of the kids that are on the field his age that do have the mentality of like, okay, I got to finish first, and they run and they run and they run and they do the best. And the thing is that Gordy can keep up with those kids because he's done it on multiple occasions, just not consecutive occasions.
I think it's like a very thin line that we have to walk when it comes to like, you got to be the first, you got to be the one out there, and you got to be this, because it can put a level of stress on the kid,
Yeah,
just
very
coming
much
from
so.
experience, because
Pressure.
then at that point, like for me when I was younger, if I wasn't first, then I'm like, then I'm not good. Then I
you
shouldn't be
ain't
out
first,
here.
you're last.
Right. Because I was so competitive and I was all for it and wanted to be first. And so it's like, well, if you're not first, then obviously you don't deserve to be out here. You shouldn't be out here, right? And then those things turn. So it's a level of it's walking that fine line of being competitive and always out there, and the mental toughness to teach them of being able to do your best.
Right.
And sometimes your best doesn't mean that you're going to be first, but if you do your best and try and push to that level, then you're going to at least be successful. We were just watching, you were watching the quarterback show, and something that stood out to me because I was not really watching it but listening. The quote from Vince Lombardi is like, "You're not gonna be perfect.
No such thing as perfect.
There's no such thing as perfect, but if you strive for that perfection,
you will end up in excellence.
You will end up in excellence."
Yeah.
I really like that
because
it's like, yes, you're not going to be perfect, and
but
that's the biggest
exactly
thing is
what I try
teaching
to push.
them. Is you're not going to be perfect. You're not going to be first all the time. But if you strive to be perfect, then you're going to be good and you're going to have, you're going to be successful in the things you do. And I think that's some of the things I need to like take on too. It's like, I don't have to be perfect, but if I just strive to be perfect all the time, I'll stress myself out and still be good.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I try to
not stress myself out. The fear of failure is like large because of all of this trauma.
Just childhood.
Yeah.
I try to push that on Gordy to say, I don't need you to be first. I need you to try to be first. I need you to work hard and keep up with the people that are in front of you. To work hard. By the time you're done,
try to keep up.
Yeah, hurt. You should be hurting by the time you're done, in a sense of like, your lungs are burning, your legs are burning, because you pushed yourself harder than the day before.
But again, it's also teaching a 6-year-old that, right? Because they don't know the difference between being hurt and being injured at this point.
No,
like you were trying to explain that to them the other day.
Yep.
So they're like, well, I'm hurting. It's okay. But what if they're actually injured? You were also saying something about, I think we talked about this on a past episode. It's like, if you're going to pull a flag, you're going to run. And I'm like, let's make sure they understand pull a flag when you're not supposed to.
While in line.
Right. But when you said the statement, you said, if you pull a flag, you're going to be running. So be prepared to run if you pull that flag. And so I think like being very clear with 5, 6, 7-year-olds that if you pull a flag when you're not supposed to,
then you're going to run.
like being in line like this, then you're going to run.
Correct.
If you pull a flag, because we want to like show them, you need to be pulling a flag when we're in a play, and that's when it matters. The play and the practice and the games. So because it's creating this fight in their head of like
conflict.
Yeah, the conflict is like, well, if I pull a flag, I'm gonna have to run. But if I'm supposed to pull a flag, like it's this internal conflict that you're creating.
It's
in
the
their
whole Gordy standing in the corner to pull his band-aid off.
Right.
Understood.
Right. So
and we've changed it to if you are in line.
Right, but
for a drill.
You changed it, yes, but when you said it, you didn't. And I
Originally.
like you're No. You can ask Jackie.
No,
You're
I said
standing
originally.
there. That last day at practice, the last time you were scolding them about pulling flags, you said, if you pull a flag, you're running.
No, but I had said, that's what y'all heard. That's what I yelled. Before, when I spoke,
But I'm saying
I
you
said,
have to
"Guys,"
say it every single time
I said,
to be
guys,
consistent in it.
you don't be pulling flags while you're in line. Pay attention to the drill so when you get up here, you know what to do. So stop pulling these flags while you guys are in line. That's what I told them.
Right.
And whenever they did it and I made them run and I yelled at the rest of them, if you're going to be pulling flags, you're going to be running. But I had already explained to the entire team, or at least in my group, because it was my group that I was working with, the linemen or whatever. I had explained to them, stop doing it while you're in line. And also, we weren't pulling flags. We were working on offense. So that in that case, yes, at any point on offense, if you're pulling flags, you're going to run. Because we don't pull flags on offense unless we get an interception, and that's a different story.
Right.
But in that case, yes, that was completely accurate. Regardless of whether you're in line or not, if you're pulling flags, you're going to go run. And it's just basically, if you're horse playing, you're going to run. I always tell them you're going to make best friends with that fence.
That's maybe the way to go rather than saying pulling flags. If you're doing what you're not supposed to be doing, you're going to run.
Yeah, but you say specify, and then I specify, and then you're like, well, no, you can't specify like that because then they're not going to know.
I'm just saying. I'm giving you, like, example. We're not perfect. But if you strive for it to be perfect,
sure,
then
I keep trying.
Excellent.
But, yeah, Gordy's in good shape right now.
He's in really good shape, actually.
Yeah, he is the one that runs the
runs
most.
A lot. But he's in good shape because
great shape.
He keeps up your running drills. Like, oh, I would hate you to be my coach. Like, F that.
Yeah.
I was talking to one of the moms. We were sitting there, and I was like, I was the kid that like the coaches are like, keep running, keep going. You're not working hard enough, blah, blah, blah. And I'd look over there and I'd be like, you are fat coach, and you wouldn't be able to keep up with us if you tried. And you're here trying to motivate us, but you couldn't do this if you tried. Like, I was the one that in my head, like, I never said it out loud to the coaches, but I was like, you couldn't do this, like cursing them because they were like fat or like out of shape and trying to tell us that we're not doing it. Like, you guys come and try and do this. You can because you're fat. But I would say that in my head every time I'd be running because I hate running. And yeah, you push them a lot, but it's good because you see that Gordy's in shape. Someone was asking me the other day, like, oh, how's Gordy doing with this heat? And I'm like, well, actually, he's pretty good. Like,
all of them.
Hasn't complained. Like,
although
hasn't had any issues.
It is hilarious because we have multiple kids. So I'd like to preface this with all of our kids are in pretty good shape because most of them came to summer conditioning before the season. We did a lot of running in the heat, and we got them used to what we had to do for practice. They hate running because you have to run. It is because it's a drill.
Yeah.
And it's annoying. You got to do it. It's back and forth, and it's just it's just running.
You're
We
tired.
call them gassers, is what they did. What we called them whenever I was growing up. I think most people probably still call them something like that. So you have to run the length of the field and then go back and run the length of the field and go back. And we have so many of the kids that are crying, like crying, but they're still running.
Yeah.
In my opinion is you have the stamina to cry and run and keep up with the rest of the kids. And by the time they're done, and this is why I know that it's complete bullcrap, that it hurts so bad and I don't want to, and it's the worst. And as soon as we're done with practice, they all grab another football and they start throwing and they're running and they're chasing each other and they're doing all this stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, you guys were exhausted. Get out of here. When I'm exhausted, the last thing I want to do is keep running.
Yeah.
I want to go get in the truck, come home, take a shower, and lay down, go to bed. That's what I want to do. But these guys grab a football, and it's one of them Nerf ones, that little pointy.
It's because it's a game at that point.
Exactly. But
when
what
you
I'm saying,
make it a game, it's like they're more apt to want to run.
Oh,
when
I
you're
don't
just
care that
having
they
them
want.
run, they're
Mhm.
like, this sucks.
Yeah, I don't care that they want to run because you know that you need to run, and they're going to run, and they're going to do it for the whole season.
Yeah.
And it's good for them. I'm not mean. Let's be very clear. I'm not a mean coach. I yell a ton, but I yell at those that are doing obvious wrong things that we've corrected. And I've already told them at this point, like, you get no more warnings. You've had more than enough time to understand that if we're in line, don't be pulling flags, don't be hitting each other in the head. Pay attention to the drill, which is impossible because they're 5, 6, and 7.
Yeah.
And I understand that.
Yeah.
And that's irrelevant because
When you yell at them, I'm like, you scare me.
because you're a baby.
Yeah.
You still get scared by the toaster pop. Go ahead. Tell them.
Oh, that's a different story.
No, it's not.
I don't
You
like.
put the bread in the toaster, and it still scares you when it pops out.
Yes. I mean, I'm sure that happens with a lot of people.
I doubt it.
A lot of people.
No.
That's just like, you're not expecting it. It just
You
pops out at you.
you put the toaster.
Even you're expecting it, you don't know what's going to come out.
Sure.
You don't know what's going to pop out at you. It's like going to a haunted house, and they're like, they're going to jump out at you. They're looking right at
You
you.
just don't know where.
And then they jump out at you. You still jump. Like, come on. It's natural.
Sure, that's
Anyways, back to you.
Yep.
It's like how you yell at them. I'm
Mhm.
like, oh God, like I wouldn't pick you as a coach because the way you yell.
fair. Sure. Well, you have to.
I know I'm stuck with you.
Right.
But to me, I'm like, okay, there's other ways that we can get these messages across to these kids. We don't have to yell at them like that.
Sure. And whenever you start coaching your ballet school for little dainty boys, and by all means, you read them the script of therapeutic readiness and whatever it is that you want to go to. But when you're playing football and you want to stay in the sport of football, you're going to get yelled at. I don't cuss at them. Where do you get to if Gordy's going to be going to high school in Texas, you need to understand that I'm a very watered down version of what he's going to be. Because you imagine
because he's in flag. Like
it started.
You should be like not. They're babies. They just started football.
Yes.
They're learning how to be a human being.
Mm-hmm. When are we not learning how to be human beings? Get out of here.
I mean, yes, but basic, like the little beans they are.
Yeah, you said beans. They
compared
are
to now, you know what I mean?
They
when
are
they get
great.
to be into high school and all that, like
Right.
being able to take
But they're at
things
least going to have that mentality, and hopefully a lot of these kids, and mind you, a lot of my kids returned, they get talked to way more than they get yelled at. But you guys only hear the yelling because you're not paying attention when we're doing the talking. Because you're not. You're, I don't know, talking to your assistant business manager. You're on your phone. You're not paying attention to what we're doing. And then whenever I yell, you're like, oh my God, there's other ways to deliver the message. Yeah, I already tried those. I talked to them. I was like, guys, we have to pay attention. Stop messing around. To where I even catch them again. And I tell them, this is your last warning. That's enough. Stop pulling flags when you're in line or you're going to have to run. And then they do it again. So at that point, that's when I blow up and I'm like, I told you, stop. Basically, the way I yell is to go touch the fence. Go touch the fence. And the fence is, I think, probably 200 yards away. It's pretty far.
Yeah.
Like, it's not close at all.
No.
But the whole point, and it's funny, they're just like, all right. And they run, and Gordy comes back and then gets back in line, and he's just ready to go.
It's
like,
good.
Yeah.
He's used to it now. He's like, okay, Dad. Whatever.
Yeah, got to do it again. All right. But I mean, they're in an environment that when you're not paying attention, when you're not doing the right thing, you're going to get hurt. And yes, it is flag, but if you're taught to play differently at one level and then you're expected to play differently at another level, more extreme, it becomes much scarier. And when eventually Gordy gets up to tackle, he's going to be petrified to hit somebody.
Yeah.
Until he takes the first hit or delivers the first hit. And then at that point, he's going to be like, oh, okay, I get it. And with the coaches screaming at you and mind you, they're running and they're not wearing shoulder pads. They're not wearing helmets. They're not wearing pads, period. And eventually you're going to be in full pads, running gassers, doing that exact same exercise, which is going to be much harder. It's going to be much heavier and it's going to be much more difficult. But with the training that he's getting as a 5 and 6 year old and a 7-year-old, for him, it's going to be a lot less difficult than for the kid that's just starting or maybe coming from a different sport or whatever. But for him, it's going to be like, okay, yeah, it still sucks. It's never not going to suck. I'll explain that to them till I don't have a breath anymore. It's never not going to suck. It's supposed to. It's meant to. It's designed to. When you get there and you're like, okay, well, but I can handle it better. It just depends on how you handle it.
Yeah.
And the whole
Like
reason
you're
for
used
it,
to it because you've been dealing with it for so long.
the whole reason for it, and everybody says you got to play through the fourth quarter. We don't have 4 quarters in flag. We have 2 halves. But you're gonna get 4 quarters as soon as you move up to tackle. First year tackle is 4 quarters. And what they mean by that is the first quarter is fine because if you're in decent shape, it's not that difficult. Second quarter gets a little harder, and of course the third is not quite as hard because you have at least the small rest at halftime. But then it gets even more difficult. And then the fourth quarter, you just played, 45 minutes worth of football. If you go to the professionals, I guess the 1 hour of football. And are you going to be in better shape than the guy in front of you? Or are you going to let the guy in front of you be in better shape than you and be able to move you out of the way? And that's what determines if you're going to win or if you're going to lose. And I am very, very much, I explain to them all the time, I don't care if you win, because I don't, truly. I want them to learn the game of football. And this is the game of football, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
This is the game of football. It's not soft, hey, you guys, come here. It's very much do what you're told, military style. Do what you're told, do it right, and do it hard at 100%. Because I always tell them, if you're going to make a mistake at 100%. If you block the wrong person, block them properly. Because it's the wrong person, but at least you didn't, you mess up twice. So that's just my mentality on it, and it's how I've coached. It's how I coach even whenever I was coaching girls. I'm a lot more watered down when I'm coaching softball and baseball, but I mean they still get the same intensity, just in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's me.
From the coach's corner.
Coach's Corner with Coach Herm. Thank you. Our first game is tomorrow.
Did you just get nervous?
I get nervous every time. Our first game is tomorrow.
I get nervous every time our kids do anything.
I know.
Or you do anything.
Same.
Anytime that anybody that I love does anything, I get super nervous.
Did you get nervous at my
Yes.
national anthem?
Yes.
You got nervous?
I was
nervous
so
for me?
nervous.
What did you thought I was gonna mess up?
Like all the things run through my head, right?
You're just
I
gonna forget a
overthink
lyric.
everything. And so I feel all of the nervousness for all of my kids, for you, for all the things that you're doing. And so yeah, it's like I'm a huge empath.
Yeah. So, and I wasn't nervous, and I say that genuinely. Last weekend, I was honored with the opportunity to sing the national anthem at my old chief's retirement. Chief Castile, shout out, sup. He called me and asked me. Of course, I've been retired for almost a year now. So he called me and was like, "Hey, I would love for you to come down and come to my retirement for one, but actually sing the national anthem for me." I was like, "Say less, let's go."
And you always do, like, really good. Every time you
I
sing
disagree,
it. all the
not
things.
always, but always.
To me, you do.
Of course.
And then, of course, I think you're just getting better every single time.
Thanks.
And
try.
so, yeah, it's really good. And it was fun. I mean, it was a fun weekend that we had, like seeing everybody and
Yeah.
catching up. That's always fun.
I had never felt more confident in my entire life, ever, than this weekend in El Paso. I went and I saw a bunch of my old unit members. Now, mind you, since I last saw them, which in fairness was roughly around my retirement ceremony, which we had my retirement ceremony early before my retirement, which is pretty customary, but mine was like extra early. I was supposed to it was a whole thing. Anyways, they hadn't seen me since then. And one, I didn't have a beard, obviously, because I was in the Air Force. And two, I was about 40 pounds heavier, 50 pounds heavier-ish, something like that. Since we have been working out pretty diligently, I walk my kid to school.
Twice a day. In the
to
heat,
and fro.
up the hill.
We do have a lot of hills. Unless it's raining, which has happened probably twice since he's gone to school in the 4 weeks that he's been in. And this was their first time seeing me. And also, as you guys, if anybody's watching on YouTube or Instagram or whatever, this is my basically always outfit. It's a sleeveless or a t-shirt or backwards hat. And when we went to go to Chief's retirement, I was in a full on suit. I was, hair combed, beard trimmed.
Yeah, no one recognized him.
People were walking by me and they turned around like, Herm? Everyone that I saw, man, you're looking great, dude. Good for you. What are it's awesome. Stop. You guys keep going, but stop.
Try to tell you,
Yeah,
but you don't
stop.
listen to me.
Well, it's a big difference when it's guys that don't have to. Guys that, and it's hilarious because one of my buddies, they're still military. Doesn't matter. As proud as they are for you, somebody's still going to talk crap. And my buddy comes up and he didn't even say hi at the point. He looks at me and he just goes, nah, too skinny. I like fat Herm better. And then just walks off. I'm just like, thanks a lot, man. So no matter what, you're still going to have that guy that, makes sure to let you know, hey, this is still fun and games.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got to sing the national anthem. And it's funny that you get nervous for me, but I was genuinely not nervous at all.
Well, I think I get nervous for all of you guys, and none of you get nervous like I get nervous. Like for Mariano, I'm like, before games, I'm like, are you good? Is everything good? And he's like, I'm fine. I'm fine. I go, because I'm dying.
Well, when I first started doing that national anthem for people, I was shaking. I was petrified. And now I do it, and it's just like karaoke. Let's go. Where's the microphone? I didn't need a microphone. I do not need a microphone for, especially that song in that venue. It was echoing. And then everybody, his whole family, a lot of his family members came out afterwards and were like, that was a great rendition. Thanks. That was awesome. So I was proud of it. I thought I did pretty good. And the key is don't look at anybody. Stare right into the back corner of the building and just sing to the door hinge, because that's what I was doing. I was singing to a door hinge and it works. But I get 10 times more nervous, with that said, to coach a 6 and 7 year old team in flag football, because I want them to win. I want to make that clear. I don't care about winning in a sense of like I'm going to sacrifice somebody's playing time or something like that so that we can win. I want them to play well. I want them to play hard, and I want them to come out with a victory, and for them to be like, yes, we won. Because if we lose, we do have those kids that get upset, and it's hurtful. And for me, that's what hurts my feelings when.
Yeah, I just want them to have fun and go out there and work hard.
Yeah, whatever.
And who cares if they win or lose? They don't know if they win or lose unless you say it.
No, now.
And they'll forget within the next week or so.
We're at the stage. Our quarterback last year, he very well knew if he played well or if he did not play well, or if we won or if we lost. And he took it to heart, and he was very upset, and his dad couldn't console him. I would go over and I would be able to console him a little bit, but even still, he was legitimately distraught.
Yes.
That we lost. And I think we have that in this team, at least a couple of them.
Yeah, a couple of them. Mm-hmm. But it's just as the coaches' reminders, like, hey, you all are doing good, like all those things, and keeping it positive. And I think that'll be helpful. Like y'all keeping y'all's emotions together is going to be super helpful for them going through it.
Luck.
Yeah, it is really. I mean, dealing with football coaches a lot of my adult life. Yeah, trust me.
It's rough.
I know.
Man.
You guys can barely keep it together when you watch NFL. So
golly, I'm on a couch, losing my mind.
But yeah, I mean, it's just continue to be positive. You're doing a great job as a coach.
But I feel
you strive for perfection.
Do
you strive for perfection?
I'm just gonna say yes for the sake of the argument.
You're like, yes, I do.
Daily. I am the one that I do yell. Now you were saying like I yell, and he yells a lot, and I wouldn't pick him for my coach. I also yell when they do great.
Yeah, you're just loud.
And I emphasize.
That's why they don't know if you're yelling at them for good or
that's
for
by
bad.
Design. Let's be
and
fair.
I feel that to the
that's
heart.
By design. That's by design.
With you to me, I feel that to the heart.
Yep. That's by design.
Is he mad or is he happy?
Yeah. But I'm immediately, because I call their name in an angry fashion. But I don't call their name when they're in trouble, in fairness. If I call your name, it's because you did something well. If I was like, Gordy, he turns around, and I'm like, let's go. No, because I just yell, stop pulling flags, because you already know who you are. You're the one pulling flags.
Well, anyways, I've had enough of this football talk.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm just bored now.
I thought we were going to get ready to start talking about Texas versus Ohio State. That's in a couple weeks.
No. See, that's a
And
different podcast that you can create on your own by yourself with your
by
friends.
myself with my friends.
Because
That'd be so
I
much
am
fun.
over talking about football. And I'm
Whatever.
sure everybody's overhearing it.
No.
But yeah, it's been a minute, and I think it's time to get out of here because there's no fans in here, and I'm hot.
Okay. But with that said, I want to say this podcast is going places, and I want for our listeners, all 6 of you, to be on the lookout. If we haven't already told you, we're moving on up. That's all we're going to say. We are taking this podcast, and we are
On the road again.
on the road. Yeah, we are making it into something a little bit better, hopefully. And just stay tuned and watch and see what you get. But with that said,
Nice little cliffhanger there, baby.
I know that was the
Proud
intent
of you.
by design. With that said, you ain't got to go home. Just got to get the heck out of here because we got stuff to do. See y'all later.
Stop being hot.
Okay, bye.